Stop treating AI like a magic 8 ball. Prompt engineering isn't alchemy. It is the new code. Welcome back to Rob Keck 2045. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on how the pros actually talk to AI. From simple psychological tricks to teaching models to fix their own mistakes, here is how you master the machine. Let's get into it. You know that feeling, right? You ask an AI a question, and the answer you get back is, well, totally useless. It turns out talking to an AI is a real skill. It's not just about what you ask, it's all about how you ask it. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain and see how the pros do it. We're going to turn those simple questions into powerful instructions that get some pretty incredible results. All right, let's get into it. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? Trying to find that perfect string of words to make an AI do exactly what you want, it can feel like you're practicing some kind of mysterious, magical art. But here's the secret. It's not magic. It's a skill, a discipline, really, called prompt engineering. So what is prompt engineering really? Well, forget about complicated coding. Think of yourself as the manager of a super, super smart assistant who also takes everything you say literally. Your job is to write crystal clear instructions, we call them prompts, so that your assistant can do its best work. The better your instructions, the better the result. It's the key to unlocking what these AIs can really do. Okay, so you want to get better answers right away? I gotcha. Let's start with two simple but honestly incredibly powerful tricks that anyone can use to immediately level up their AI game. So trick number one is something called chain of thought prompting. Instead of just throwing a huge complex question at the AI, like, I don't know, how many golf balls can you fit in a 747, you ask it to show its work. You literally just tell it, think step by step. It sounds so simple, but trust me, this one little change can make a massive difference in the quality of the answer. And here's why it's so effective. It's just like how our own brains work. When an AI breaks a big, tricky problem down into smaller, bite-sized pieces, it's way less likely to get confused and make a mistake. It solves one little piece, then the next, and then puts it all together. For anything involving logic or math, this is an absolute game changer for getting the right answer. All right, our second trick is all about giving the AI a role to play. It's called a role-based prompt. I mean, think about it. If you needed someone to write a legal document, you wouldn't just grab a random person off the street and say, write this. You'd hire a lawyer, right? You can do the exact same thing with an AI. You can tell it who to be. And look how specific we can get. We're not just giving it a task anymore, we're giving it a whole personality, a job title. We're defining its role, its main goal, how it should talk, and what the final product should even look like. Giving it this much detail is how you get those super consistent, high-quality results every single time. So, we've covered a couple of really good things to do. Now, let's flip the coin and talk about the common traps people fall into all the time. And more importantly, how you can sidestep them completely. This is a classic one, the overloaded prompt. It's so tempting to ask the AI to do like 3 or 4 things at once. But research shows that when you do that, its performance just tanks. It might do one thing okay and completely mess up the others. The fix is super easy. Just give it one task at a time. Do one thing, get the result, and then give it the next step. It's that simple. Okay, this next one might sound funny, but it is a real headache. You have to tell the AI when to stop talking. If you ask it to summarize a long article without any limits, you might get a 10-page novel back when all you really wanted was a quick paragraph. The technical term for this is unbounded output, and it's not just a waste of your time, it can actually cost you more money since you're paying for all that extra processing. The solution is your best friend. Add a boundary. Seriously, just adding answer in one paragraph or keep it under 100 words works like a charm. All right, so these tricks are fantastic for everyday stuff. But what happens when you're working on a huge project or with a whole team? How do the pros manage hundreds, maybe even thousands of these little magic spells? Well, they use something called a prompt library. And honestly, the best way to picture this is like a recipe book for your AI, or even better, a spell book. It's where you keep all of your most powerful, most effective instructions all in one place, so you never have to start from scratch. So officially, a prompt library is basically a central, organized home for all your best performing prompts. It becomes this amazing shared resource so that an entire team can be consistent and super efficient. You start treating these prompts like the valuable tools they really are, and the payoff is massive. First off, it saves so much time. It also guarantees that everyone on the team is using the best, most powerful prompts that have already been tested. It makes teamwork a breeze and helps big projects get done way faster. And just like a real recipe book, you're always adding to it, tweaking your creations, and making them even better over time. We've gone from these simple tricks all the way to a professional's toolkit. Now let's take a peek at the absolute cutting edge. Researchers are moving beyond just writing better instructions. Now they're trying to teach AI how to think, more like a human. And this is the million-dollar question that's driving all the new research. The think step-by-step method is great, but it's a straight line. If the AI makes a mistake in step 1, that error gets carried all the way to the end. But what if the AI could actually pause, look at its own work, and even go back if it realizes it made a wrong turn? Okay, this diagram looks complicated, I know, but forget the crazy name. The idea is actually pretty cool. At every single step of a problem, the AI comes up with several different possible answers or thoughts. Then, and this is the wild part, it scores its own ideas. It picks the best one to continue with, but it keeps the rejected ideas in its back pocket, just in case one of them becomes useful later. It's a system for the AI to literally check its own homework as it goes along. So does it work? Oh yeah. On a really tough math test, older methods were stuck below 80% accuracy, but this new framework, it helped a state-of-the-art AI score an incredible 90.98%. That's a huge leap, and it proves that teaching an AI a better process for thinking gives you way, way better results. So, what a journey, huh? We went from simple magic words to these incredibly complex systems that are basically teaching AI how to reason. We started with alchemy, and now we're literally writing the spellbooks that define how an artificial mind learns and thinks. Which leaves us with one last big question. If we're the ones writing these spellbooks, what kind of world are we going to ask the AI to create? We're no longer just typing prompts. We are writing the spell books that teach AI how to reason. So if you are the one writing the instructions, what kind of world are you asking it to create? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to stay ahead of the AI curve, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.